Are you still holding on to the pain caused by those who deliberately hurt you? Do you think they deserve another chance? Anthony Hopkins once said, "Mistakes made unintentionally can be forgiven, but intentional harm is a choice, and those who choose to hurt you do not deserve a place in your life." You once trusted, once hoped, but in the end, all you received were wounds that may never heal. That doesn't mean you're weak. It means you have a sincere heart. But now, it's time to ask yourself, do they truly regret what they did? Or are they coming back simply because they know you'll forgive them once again? Listen to the lesson from Anthony Hopkins. Because some people should never be given a second chance. Unintentional mistakes and deliberate harm belong to two entirely different realms, and recognizing this distinction is crucial for protecting your peace. Unintentional mistakes arise from moments of confusion, misjudgment, or lack of awareness. They are not premeditated, nor are they calculated, and they are often accompanied by genuine remorse. But deliberate harm is another matter entirely. It is planned, intentional, and designed to inflict pain on your soul. It is not an accident, it is a conscious choice. That is why it is so difficult to move past when someone deliberately hurts you. It's not just a fleeting moment of anger, but a calculated betrayal, an act that shatters trust and leaves deep wounds within you. A mistake can be forgiven because it holds the potential for growth and learning, but intentional harm penetrates far deeper, shaking your sense of security and self-worth. These are the wounds that never truly heal. They echo the sting of betrayal, no matter how much time has passed, and that is what makes them so devastating. They are not products of circumstance, but the result of someone's deliberate decision. Imagine trust as a delicate porcelain bowl. A minor mistake may leave a few cracks, but intentional harm shatters it into pieces, leaving behind fragments that can never be put back together. The true pain doesn't just stem from what was done, but from what was lost. The comfort of feeling safe with someone you trusted. The belief that the relationship was built to last, and the ability to relax in their presence without fear. This pain does not fade in an instant. It spreads like a shadow, influencing your thoughts, your decisions, and your ability to trust others. It plants the seed of doubt, making you hesitate when opening your heart again. You begin to ask yourself, can I trust this person? Will I be hurt again? And in doing so, the damage extends beyond the one who betrayed you. It reshapes the way you view people and relationships altogether. That is why it is essential to see intentional harm for what it truly is, not a fleeting mistake, but a deliberate act with lasting consequences. A mistake may be forgivable, but deliberate harm demands clear boundaries. It requires the strength to say, "This is unacceptable." Most importantly, it requires you to protect your own peace, your trust, and your sense of safety, even if others choose to harm you. How you respond to that pain is where your power lies. Choosing to walk away, to protect yourself, and to refuse to let them hurt you again is not just self-preservation. It is a declaration of your self-worth. It is proof that you will not allow someone who deliberately hurt you to have another chance. You deserve better. The scars may remain, but they are testaments to your strength and resilience. A reminder of your unwavering commitment to guarding your peace. Remember, you have the right to decide who enters your life and who is worthy of your trust. Use that right wisely, and never let someone who hurt you intentionally steal another moment of your life. Forgiveness is a powerful force, a liberating energy that frees you from pain and allows you to move forward. But forgiveness is not a ticket for someone to return and hurt you again. It is a gift you give yourself, a release from the burden of resentment. Yet, giving a second chance to someone who deliberately hurt you is an entirely different matter. The strong understand this distinction. They know that forgiveness does not mean granting someone a place in their life again. When someone intentionally harms you, it is not your responsibility to repair that relationship. Forgiveness can coexist with boundaries. In fact, it must. Because giving another chance to someone who deliberately inflicted pain on you is not an act of kindness, but a denial of their responsibility. It sends a dangerous message that no matter how terrible their actions were, they will always be forgiven. When someone intentionally hurts you, they cross a boundary. One that, once broken, cannot simply be overlooked. Allowing them back without consequence is not compassion. It is a sacrifice of your own happiness. Those who harm you will assume they can do it again, believing they will always be forgiven, that they can continue without accountability. But when you refuse to give them a second chance, you re-establish the boundaries they once disregarded. You make it clear that their actions were not just a mistake but a violation of something sacred. Boundaries are not walls. They are a declaration of self-respect. Every second chance given to someone who has intentionally hurt you is an open door for history to repeat itself. It is silent permission for the cycle to continue. And make no mistake, those who deliberately cause harm rarely stop unless they are stopped. They test limits, push boundaries further, and rely on the willingness of others to overlook their actions. When you enforce your boundaries, you send a powerful message. Your peace, your safety, and your self-worth are non-negotiable. You declare that your life is not a place for chaos and pain, no matter how many times they claim they've changed. Boundaries are not cruelty, they are clarity. They draw a clear line between what you will accept and what you refuse to tolerate. Your self-respect is reaffirmed with every decision that upholds your worth. If you allow someone back after they have deliberately hurt you, you send a message that your peace is not important enough to protect, that your boundaries can be ignored, and that the pain you endured is secondary to maintaining the relationship. The strong understand that protecting themselves is not selfish, it is self-respect. Instead of staying in pain, hoping for uncertain change, they choose to walk away from what hurts them. True strength does not come from enduring endless suffering, but from making the firm decision to step out of it. If you give a second chance to someone who intentionally hurt you, you compromise your own stability. And once that stability is broken, rebuilding it is far harder than rebuilding any relationship. Prioritize yourself. Instead of giving someone the opportunity to hurt you again, choose to protect your own peace. Guarding your well-being does not make you weak. It proves your strength. It tells the world, and yourself, that your value is not up for negotiation. When someone has deliberately caused you pain, the strongest thing you can do, no matter how difficult, is to reject apologies you no longer believe. Close the door to those who are undeserving, and choose yourself over their justifications. And when you do, you will discover your own inner power. You will reclaim your peace and remind yourself of your worth. Denying someone a second chance is the first step toward a life free of pain. One filled instead with strength, self-respect, and tranquility. This is not about anger or revenge. It is a firm declaration that, I deserve better. And you do. When someone deliberately hurts you, choosing to let them back into your life is not just about giving them another chance. It's about placing a heavy emotional burden on yourself. The pain doesn't just stay in the past. It repeats itself, growing deeper and more ruthless, slowly dismantling your trust, self-respect, and inner peace. Imagine a wound. Rather than being treated and allowed to heal, it is ripped open over and over again, each time more painful than before. That is exactly what happens when you give someone who intentionally hurt you another opportunity to do it again. The harm doesn't just continue, it intensifies. The betrayal becomes more apparent, the disappointment more profound, and the cycle of pain gradually erodes your soul. Once trust is broken, it becomes fragile, so delicate that it may never fully recover. Allowing someone who once shattered it to return is like trying to repair broken glass with the very force that broke it. At first, the cracks may seem small, but over time, they weaken the entire foundation. And one day, under the weight of accumulated pain, everything collapses. Each time you give them another chance, it's not just your trust in them that erodes, it's your trust in yourself. You start questioning, why would they do this to me? Am I not worthy of kindness and respect? These questions eat away at your self-worth, leaving behind uncertainty and insecurity. This is the ultimate cost, the emotional toll of being trapped in a cycle of pain from which you feel you can't escape. You cannot heal in the same place that broke you. If you let them back in, you imprison yourself in the very pain you were meant to leave behind. You live on edge, constantly bracing for the moment when another wound will appear. True healing requires space, room to breathe, to reflect, to rebuild what was destroyed. But when you let someone who deliberately hurt you return, you deny yourself that chance. You stay stuck in a loop of hope and disappointment, waiting for a change that may never come. Letting them back in doesn't just hurt you, it sends a dangerous message. Every time you accept them without demanding real change, you reinforce their belief that their actions have no real consequences. And as long as they believe that, they will never stop. The truth is, the cost of letting them back in is far too high. It demands your peace, your happiness, and your belief in a brighter future. No one deserves to live under the weight of relentless pain, carrying wounds that will never fully heal. Keeping them out isn't cruelty, it's self-preservation. It's choosing to prioritize your well-being over clinging to illusions that will only bring more suffering. You must understand that your worth is not defined by how others treat you. You deserve a life free from those who repeatedly hurt you. You deserve relationships built on sincerity, trust, and mutual respect. And most importantly, you deserve the chance to heal completely, to move forward without carrying the burden of past mistakes. So, when you find yourself considering whether to give them another chance, remember what you've already lost and the price you've paid. Remember the cracks, the weight you've carried. And instead of opening the door for them, choose to protect your peace, honor your worth, and step forward into a future where you are free from the pain they caused. That is the path of strength, and it is the path you truly deserve. True strength lies not in clinging to what no longer serves you, but in the ability to let go of what weighs you down. This means having the courage to walk away from relationships, circumstances, and habits that have caused you pain, and standing firm in the belief that you deserve better. Walking away is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of profound courage. It is a declaration of self-worth and a commitment to your own peace and happiness. Imagine dragging a heavy anchor behind you, filled with painful memories, broken promises, and betrayal. The longer you hold on to it, the more it slows you down, exhausting you with every step. The most powerful choice you can make is to release that anchor, to free yourself from what no longer belongs to you. Letting go does not mean forgetting the lessons the past has taught you. It means realizing that you no longer need to carry the pain. Leaving behind someone who has hurt you is not cruelty. It is self-love. It is putting your well-being first and understanding that staying in a harmful situation only prolongs your suffering. You owe it to yourself to create space for healing, for joy, and for growth. Remember, refusing to give a second chance to someone who hurt you does not mean closing your heart. On the contrary, it means making room for those who truly deserve to be in your life. Moving forward is not just about leaving the past behind. It is about stepping into a future filled with hope and purpose. It is a journey of rediscovering yourself beyond the pain, surrounding yourself with relationships that uplift you, and empowering yourself to build a life that reflects your true worth. When you choose to move on, you open doors to new opportunities, genuine connections, environments that nourish your soul, and experiences that bring out the best in you. Strength is found in the choices you make every day to respect yourself, to protect your energy by setting boundaries, and to surround yourself with people who genuinely value you. Moving on is not giving up, it is choosing yourself. It is a powerful affirmation that, I deserve love that does not hurt, trust that does not break, and peace that remains unshaken. As you move forward, the weight of the past will begin to lift. The pain that once confused and drained you will fade, leaving behind clarity and resilience. You will realize that every step is not an ending, but a beginning. The first step toward the life you truly deserve. One where you are free, unburdened, and no longer confined by old wounds. Letting go is never easy, but it is always worth it. It requires the courage to step into the unknown, to trust that brighter days lie ahead, and to recognize that you are strong enough to create a life filled with happiness and meaning. True strength is not about never being hurt. It is about rising again after every wound. It is the choice to leave behind what no longer serves you, and to move forward with unwavering determination. Let go of what hurts you and reach for what heals you. Close the door to past pain and open your heart to hope. Move forward, not because the path is easy, but because it is the right one. The road ahead may be rocky, but it will be paved with opportunities, growth, and a deep, unshakable peace. The kind of peace that comes when you realize you have chosen your own path. Understand that strength is not found in holding on to the past, but in the ability to release it. When you stand up and say, "This is not my ending, this is my beginning," that is when your true power is revealed. You have the ability to move forward, to heal, and to create a life that reflects your true worth. That decision is yours to make, and it is one of the most powerful choices you will ever have. There comes a time when you must draw your boundary, a clear line between what you have endured and what you are willing to accept moving forward. Mistakes can be forgiven, but deliberate harm cannot. When someone intentionally hurts you, it is not just a momentary lapse, it is a calculated choice. And that choice demands accountability. More importantly, it requires you to protect yourself. Your core values, your peace, and your happiness are not negotiable. You cannot keep giving second chances while ignoring the truth. When the pain they have caused outweighs the hope for change, you must recognize your own worth and refuse to compromise for those who diminish it. Your life deserves to be safeguarded from harm, surrounded by relationships built on respect and support. When you reject those who have wounded you, it is not coldness, it is courage. You are setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated, refusing to let anyone disturb the tranquility you have fought so hard to build. You cannot move forward while still entangled in the wounds of the past. You cannot heal while remaining in the same space that broke you. Letting go is not about resentment or revenge. It is about release. It is about making room for better things, deeper connections, richer experiences, and a stronger version of yourself. Don't look back. Don't let them return. Choose yourself every time, every moment. Walk forward with your head held high, knowing you have chosen dignity over despair, strength over struggle. The road ahead may not be easy, but it is the road you deserve. A road free from burdens, free from pain, and filled with the peace you have claimed for yourself. You are stronger and braver than you realize, and you are more capable than you ever imagined. Now is the time to reclaim control over your life, to set boundaries, to honor your worth, and to step into a future no longer shadowed by those who try to hold you back. So stand tall, move forward, let go of pain, of doubt, of everything that no longer belongs in your life. Embrace the strength that has always been within you. You deserve a life that reflects your true worth, and you can start creating it right now, because you are the one who holds the power to build it. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And never forget, you deserve better.